Hello, and welcome back to Silksong. In this episode, we're going to explore the rest of Greymore and see what's going on out there in the great unknown. And we're going to enjoy trying out our new attack kit or moveset, as well as try these three-way pins, I think they were called. Let's see here. Whoa! I almost expected them to fly off in the pattern that the craw throws them. Like one mostly goes vertical, the other goes horizontal, and then the third is at a 45-degree angle. But it looks like they're all oriented in mostly the same direction. So let's just re-up that tool there. So I guess if you hit all three, it does more damage than if you were to only hit one of them. Oh, and this is a little bit of an intimidating vibe here, but could it be the Bell Beast? Pilgrim, this settlement welcomes all who step the holy path. May you ease your shell within, that your strength renewed can carry you higher. Okay. Getting kind of mixed messages here. Whoa. We don't have a map for this area. I did not expect to happen upon a new area already. So before I go here, I'm going to check the right side, because that could be a dead end. Oop. And I would hate to have to come all the way back here just to see like one room. So let's see what's on this right side here. Oh, we've seen this before. The mite caught in a bear trap. Okay, so now we can see what caught the mite. So for the sake of science, let's actually just do this. Whoa! I did not expect that animation. I expected her to just bounce off, and the 2 damage makes sense because that looks like a hefty trap, but almost looks like it decapitated her. Whoa! It could have been gruesome. Okay, I would rather get hit in a controlled environment than to have to fight an enemy and face one of those. Looks like we're in a dark area, and there are mites here, which is a good sign. If you see weak enemies, that means it's ow, still an exploration place. Let me try this uppercut here. It's almost like a flash kick, like Guile from Street Fighter. Ooh, a secret. Litany of the Worker. May we catch the dregs and never tire. May we clean the dregs and never hunger. May we spool the dregs and never falter. A litany. I think a litany is either like a formal document or it's an abundance of something. They have been flexing their SAT words, or their vocabulary on us. I think I saw torpor in one of the earlier episodes. Actually looked up that word, Torpor, and it means kind of like a pseudo-hibernation state that some animals enter to conserve energy. So I did not know that. I know torpid is a word, but I was not aware of torpor. Almost looks like this area might connect back in on itself, but oh yeah, we cannot get back up there, so whatever is over here, we're kind of in for the long haul. Yes, and this does not take us back. Oh, okay. This might be... Oh my goodness! Whoa! Okay, we're on 1 hit point now. I was gonna say that could be akin to the Flukemunga from Hollow Knight, where it just charges us. I think I can get a heal off of these enemies, though. I'll wait for that small one to come back. And then we'll wait for this flyer to come down. Okay, gotta get used to the new moveset. Perfect. Oh, I wonder what's happening right here. We did read about this effect, didn't we? I thought that maybe it could have been the drink or something. Because didn't the drink say it gives us the speed of movement and attacks? I thought that might have been what that was, but I'm not entirely sure what that effect was, if it wasn't that, the what is it called? The flea brew. Could be something special related to the, whatever this crest is called. I'm trying to learn the names, the Reaper crest. Okay, so that giant mite did charge at us. Looks like we might be able to just bounce off of it indefinitely. Oh, and it is kind of blindly charging in the dark there. Maybe it only... Whoa! Did not see this one coming from behind. Maybe they rely on echolocation. Because it almost looks like they're blind, doesn't it? Whoa! The 2 damage makes sense. Okay, get an aggro here. Just takes a little bit of patience. One more hit and I'm actually finished, so I'm gonna take it slow. And it does come back quite quickly. Whoa! That was a boss? Oh no, that wasn't. Okay, I mistook that that symbol for a boss. I thought we were getting a beast shard there. It almost sounds like there's another one of those upstairs. Okay, look before you leap. That's a lot of rosaries. If there were spikes down there, I'd be very disappointed. Because that's all the rosaries we're gonna lose. Oh. Is this an enemy who fell? Almost looks like he fell down here and couldn't get back up. I was not prepared for how morbid that was. Yeah. It's kind of like cockroaches when they just kind of, you find them in an empty, like, room or something, and they're just kind of on their backs. They just kind of run around until they run out of energy and then die. Well, such is a bug's life. Let's try to get upstairs again. Not really a difficult trap to see. You know, I think I can manage these bear traps so far. Alright, what if we did something like that? Okay. I think I accidentally opened a secret. Wasn't really paying attention to the right side, but apparently there's a way here. I won't go through that door just yet because I did get some damage on this giant mite. So I'm gonna try to actually heal off of it. And kill it so I don't waste that hit. Our Reaper crest does give us more silk, apparently. Okay, there's full health again. Oh, I think maybe now is when we would get more silk. Whoa! Oh! So if we attack enemies in that state, they drop silk. They drop extra silk and we can pick it up. but I didn't really stick around to see if they dissolve over time if you just let them hang there. So that could have been a timing. There could be like a timing element to that strategy. But also the death animation on these pseudo bosses is amazing. I'm really enjoying that. I think this is kind of a tricky jump here. A little bit of a higher skill floor for this game compared to Hollow Knight, where you have to land platforming maneuvers like that. I mean, there were platforming sections in Hollow Knight that were a little bit difficult, but those were mostly reserved for the late game, and some of them were optional. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite upgrade, a memory locket. So we'll, I think we can actually put that on right now. I don't think we need to wait until we're at a bench. Hold, yes, okay, so we would like to, oh, you know what? I just noticed the reason we might have been constantly maxing out on shell shards was probably because we got a shard pendant. So I think we'll try to open the offensive crest this time so that I can equip that flea brew. There we go. And then, of course, we'll have to sit at a bench. But now's about the time in the game that I think we can start thinking about more offensive tools, since we did at least get one upgrade. One pouch upgrade. I might have even gotten two, and I just forgot the first one, depending on my memory. But I don't know if I can get up that way. No. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go down here. Okay, here we go again. Oh, looks like we can hit 2 times. And I'll use a thread storm here, just to expedite this. That delay when they shriek can mess up the timing, because you think they're going to run forward and then they just kind of hang there. Okay, oh. Don't think I'm not going to try this. There was nothing here, right? Still don't have a lantern item. And still haven't really even seen one. Beautiful. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying this downward attack a lot more than the dive, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's just easier to land. It's just got a wider arc. It moves in a more predictable fashion. Okay, so this is probably where we came from. And I don't suppose that there was anything... Oh yeah, this was the note. So... Or the litany, I guess it was called. To use the official term. Alright. So well worth coming this way. And then we'll head over to this new area. My guess is it's going to be a bell location where the walls and floors are made of bells, but what do you wager the name of it's going to be? Like the bell tower? May you ease your shell within, that your strength can be renewed. I wonder if this is a hint to kind of the nature of this area. Ominous. haunted bell heart. New objective? Okay, right off the bat, I'm not seeing an area where we came from. So she's kind of standing here out in the wide open. So I'm wondering, where would I have to go if I wanted to go back, for example? I almost feel like the bench right in front of me is a trap. Do I dare sit on it? But I do recognize this location. This is a town, and it's not gonna be like this forever. I don't imagine if I attack the silk, it'll cut it. No. Some of these people look like pilgrims, but I don't suppose all of them are. If I didn't sit here already, let's do that. And then everything's kind of covered up, almost as if whatever happened here was expected. Like they knew they were going to be hanging in the air indefinitely, so they said, all right, well, in preparation for that, let's just cover the doors and the signs. Let's see here. I don't suppose this is going to be accessible, this transportation area. Wouldn't that be nice? Whoa. Okay. It's kind of branching out already. Like we just got to a new area and there's already winding paths. I do love the sounds. Okay, nothing up there. That's not accessible. Oh, looks like a cane. Does the chapel maid travel after all? Hello? Bell Hermit? What do you want, slave? Slave? I'm a traveler stranger, not a slave. Exactly what a slave would say. Be gone! A slave? Does he mean that all the people above were converted into slaves? Hey! Don't ignore me. I need answers. You bother me again? Be gone, I said. I ask only if you know what has happened to the bugs above us. They hang trapped in a vast snare of thread. Hardly surprising. That there's the final fate for all in Farloom. Just come seeking a little sooner from them above. Surely, oh surely, you don't imagine your own end will be different? All that hunger and fear and pride filling your fragile heart, you too are bound to end ensnared. Grr, be gone. In Farloom, only a fool believes themselves free. Okay, so he's kind of a little black-pilled, looks like. You want to cut them down? Yes, you look cruel enough. Once the strings are cut, pain will return to them. They will remember fear and longing. What a choice you make for them, such power you grant yourself. Yes, he sees us a little presumptive. I'll waste no more words on a slave. Be gone. Maybe one more word? Okay, and again, the game seems to be just begging us to find a wall jump at some point. But I like this guy. He has a you know, he keeps it realistic. Some people are a little too dreamy, I guess you could call them. But this guy, he's seen a lot. Let's just put it that way. Oh, and it looks like I'll be able to afford this bellway. 60? If I remember correctly, they've all been 60 so far. Mmm. Okay, so we'll summon our friend here. And always check for secrets. Let's try our new moveset on this Bell Beast. I might be impressed. Hey there. You don't suppose it's a boy or a girl? I don't think they're ever gonna tell us, but I don't even know if there's any place we would want to go. Yeah, we can't open any of these doors, and none of the upgrades we've gotten recently seem to... Like, a new moveset is fine, but it's not a grapple and it's not a key. I will have to watch the footage back to remember the location of those previous two simple doors or simple locks, but I believe one was in the marrow. It could have easily been any of these door markers here. It's just on me to remember. So, oh right, and we have this new quest that we didn't read up on. But before that, let's read this row here. We read this mite. We know about the flutter mites. And this is a mite mother. Aged female mite, grown larger and stronger than most of its kin. So this is a mite mother. I'd love to see the mite father. But it could be smaller, you know. Some species are like that. And let's read this row here. This one's the big one. Vicious carinid, aggressive winged bug of the lowlands. When angered, it rapidly whips its bladed tail as a weapon. Hardbone hopper. I don't expect to remember all of these names. Grazing creature with sharp senses that nimbly retreats from danger. Does it? Does it retreat? Maybe its mind is too corrupt to remember where it's supposed to go. And this is called a mauling. I think this was one of the first enemies we've seen. Young bony bug that can curl its body to form a ball. Yes, and it does stick to walls as well. So this was a mauling. This is called a marrow maw. Giant roller of the lowlands. Its ridged hide will crush smaller creatures beneath it. 7 more. Interesting. So there's more of these scattered around the map, it seems. So even though it was kind of technically a boss, there's still more of these to be found. But I wonder if it can refresh in the same area we found it the first time, or if we need to find them in special kind of curated locations. And we know about these hokers already. Spine-shooting drifter of the lowlands. I'm going to read this in Hornet's voice because I think that's her notes down there. And whatever admiration I had for its fleecy down... Let me restart. Whatever admiration I had for its fleecy down is spoilt by its disturbing mask and its steely spines. Oh, interesting. We do have the entry for the Bell Beast. I guess that's because we defeated it the first time. Huge hardbone bug that lives within and travels the veins of old bells across Farloom. And this one has allied themself with me. Okay, so neither a boy nor a girl. Either as thanks or for their saving or respect for one judged as equal. Whichever the reason, their fellowship is welcome. Okay, so I was inquiring earlier about the kind of intention the Bell Beast had to give us a ride, whether it was obligated to do so, or whether it had a previous relationship with Hornet. But it looks like she doesn't even know why. And I do notice there's a silver ring around the Bell Beast's icon. But what a surprise it would be if there was an upgrade to the ring. Maybe it upgrades to a gold ring if we defeat the Bell Beast once more. Would be a shame if we could only fight it one time. Anyway, let's see what this secondary quest is all about. So this is a Seek quest. This one's called Save. The Thread-Spun Town. Break the silken curse ensnaring the town of Belheart. Okay, so I don't imagine that's gonna come right away. It's probably gonna involve us traversing a bunch of sections and finding a whole bunch of stuff. We might be Super Saiyan Hornet by the time we're finished. Who knows? Right, still no map, but... Okay, so is this the direction came from? Yeah, okay. So it kind of just plopped us down here in the middle of this area. And, you know, if this town is under a curse and we break it, does that mean we've broken the mega curse, or are there sub-curses? You know, because I thought the whole point of the enemies in Farloom being mad was because they were under a curse. So maybe there's like nodes or towers that kind of, as you take them down, you can free one section of the map at a time. Wow, the imagery here. Yeah, I didn't think you could interact with that guy. But yeah, all of these places are shut down. Oh, it's a shame we didn't catch that platform there. Oh, that's actually interactable. It's a platform there itself. But we might need to go to the left before anything else. Okay, I figured there was something up here, but maybe not yet. Alright, so that covers this area. Gotta love the multiple towns in this game so far. I was so looking forward to the towns, rather than there just being one. Pilgrim. This settlement welcomes all who step the holy path. You may ease your shell within, that your strength can carry you higher, blah blah blah. We read this. Okay. So this town is fancy. It's got the same sign from both sides. They want to make sure anyone who comes across them doesn't miss it. Ooh. Sloshy. Okay. Is there a new area with the vines? Shellwood. Wasn't from Hollow Knight, wasn't Zote's weapon carved out of shellwood? This could be where Zote comes from, potentially. If shellwood is kind of like a plant that only grows in this area, wouldn't that be something? So it looks like the town of Belheart is probably located inside of Shellwood. And I suppose the station, or the Bellway, is going to be called Belheart rather than Shellwood, since it's located in the town. Okay, do these aggro? Ow! I don't know if that was intentional or not. Okay, I'm just testing things out a little bit. Okay, so it does duck under the water. Doesn't seem to... Yeah, it's not aggroing us. Oh. Interesting. So, this downward strike kind of moves her down before it applies the damage. So we gotta be careful with that. Have to use it a little bit away from the enemies. Okay. Straight pin. Okay, and we cannot deflect those, but we did drown them. I was hoping for some rosaries, but I guess we'll have to wait. Ah, I'm trapped. Oh, are these infinitely spawning? It looks like it, so we'll not waste our time messing around with those too much, especially because they only give us shell shards. Okay, and this looks like a very important door, so while we're here, let's just mark it on our map. I think I heard somebody on the way here, kind of like in this room, but it's almost sounded like chakra. Whoa. But it also might have just been that enemy that we, that threw spears at us. It looks like there was a house or some kind of door. No, okay. I saw a light. I guess that's what this was. I didn't want to pick that up. Still, very worth it for the rosaries. Oh, interesting. The upstrike is a little bit precise. Okay, it's not that much slower than the previous move kit with the Hunter Crest. Man, the environment is so unique. It's unmistakable. Like, during the early game, there were a lot of reused textures in those bushes, those green bushes, but over here, couldn't mistake this for anything else. Okay, and these are just, so far everything is just giving us shell shards, but pays to be thorough. So it looks like we're at the top of the room now. It doesn't look like there's a way to get further up from here. So I'll just hover myself over. Oh, that actually hit. I didn't expect that. So kind of like, even though the swipe happens behind her, she still has a hitbox in front. At least a little bit in front of her. That kind of saved my butt right there. And there were some purple petals that just fell past me. I'm not sure if you caught that or not. And that's interesting because everything else seems white. Yeah, that purple right there could just be a filter. Okay. What do you do? Ooh, they're a little bit fast. They're almost like the mosquitoes. Oh, these are probably infinitely spawning. I would guess. Yeah. So they should stop spawning now. I did swat it away, but it wasn't quick enough. And the connection to purple was probably not a coincidence, I would guess. Ooh, it echoes especially loud in here. Wonder if breaking those environmentals is ever gonna give me something. A spear? A long pin? Okay. So we did have a bench at Bellheart, but I did unfortunately forget to equip another tool, which I said I was going to. Weighted pin and haft, formed to pierce tough shells. And of course, it only has 12 ammunition, so we're still gonna keep waiting on that fabled tool that has spam potential. I don't want to risk getting myself surrounded here. It feels like these enemies shouldn't be that difficult. There we go. Those guys only take 2 hits. Oh, there are purple flowers up there. I see them. Huh. Ooh, juicy. I don't suppose those are going to be important for something. Oh, so I can see going into the background, you can see there's kind of bell houses, or maybe bell hives. Seems like this is the outer wall of the town that we just came from. Oh, and what if I bounce up here? No, okay. Kind of has a little punch to it. Kind of brings enemies lower. So I don't know if I can use it. It might not be as effective at skipping areas with by bouncing off of a flying enemy. That might be the downside for the Reaper crest. And there's the bench we're looking for, because I do want safety. And I mean, you know, that's a point of no return and a half, so clearly this is a run back to either an encounter or a boss. But my guess is it's going to be a boss, looking at these white flowers here, so let's jump in the deep end. Okay, not a boss. It's Hadouken, these, or Shoryuken, these flower enemies here. Oh, and we got walking bugs. Oh! Okay, those are a little bit tricky. Okay, can't heal yet. Can't. I thought I could. Alright, thankfully was able to. We'll just try to farm as much silk as possible while we're in this state. Oh, I thought I could. Silk Storm or whatever. Okay, we'll want to take out that one as quickly as possible, because it's the smaller one, and then we'll just handle these other guys. Okay, we did lose all of our rosaries. But we did get to keep our shell shards, which is good. So we have a run back ahead of us. Take this opportunity to equip another tool here. So this, we can throw it there. And then I wonder, speed and movement of attacks. This could be what we want, although we have so many to choose from. So they said RB. Okay. Up. Oh, I see. On the UI, it's pointing up for the 3 straight pins, and then down for the spear. So this is probably going to be what we wanna use on those walking bugs, or those stick bugs. But most importantly, let us try to get our cocoon back. Okay, that's not how you do that. Okay, we should be able to easily avoid those water walkers, or whatever they're called. Okay, you did get me. Wait for it to come a little bit closer, though. There we go. Rosaries! At least we're starting to build our stockpile back up. Okay, one more hit. This is what you gotta do. As I've learned many times in the past during my playthrough, does not pay to be impatient in this game. It looks like it might be an easier run back than I thought. So all it is that one spear guy, and then maybe another one of those. Take it slow here. Wonder if that counted as a hit. A little unpredictable there. The music in this area is a bit subdued. I think I can hear a nice flute there. I'm no expert on musical instruments, so I'm only guessing. Music was never my forte. I'm assuming that if we get past this encounter here, we'll be able to access that bench. So let's hope so. So let's remember, down RB is our spear. That's what we're going to want to rely on. These guys are easy enough. The trouble with the stick bugs is that they could either jump or they could dash towards you, and I haven't really been able to tell what the... Okay, so when they raise their hands like that, it looks like they're gonna charge forward. Okay, when they grow horns, they're gonna charge, definitely. Yeah, and when they... So if you see white, they're gonna charge. Yeah, that's the jump. Okay, and we can farm silk here. It looks like these do hang around. Oh, I might have missed a few there. Okay. Okay, that did get canceled, which is not good. We have a little bit of work ahead of us. Let's get back to health, to full health. Okay, that's an easy one to see now. Okay, good thing that only did one hit point. Wow! I didn't expect that to be the end there. I thought there was going to be more to it. That was only 3 waves, I think. Whew! I gotta kind of catch my breath here. When I focus, I tend to hold my breath. But, it's over now, and we still have our rosary, so that's what's important. But I would... They have to taunt us by leaving us at just under full silk, so that we can't heal. But looks like this is going to be a bench. Yes! This is why you save up. Thank you so much. When the game bestows you with a boon, you say thanks. And I was wondering if this was the same bench that the sign was pointing to, so I thought surely there couldn't be 2 benches in the same room. Okay. But doesn't look like there's anything above us, at least from what I can tell. And still no wall jump. But what do we have here? More exploration. I'm not seeing any of Chakra's rings or hearing her voice yet, though, so I don't suppose she's around. Wow. Okay. So perhaps another version of the elevators in this game. We did see one elevator in Bone Bottom, and we figured out how that one works, but still no spiked elevators so far. I guess those aren't making a return, or maybe they're yet to come. But there could be different versions of elevators in Silksong that kind of operate on their own physics or mechanics. But we'll save that for next time, because it looks like this episode is coming to a close. So we kind of figured out kind of how her kit works. We didn't use the flask, and we also didn't use the long pin, despite what I was what I was saying about it, with how much emphasis I was putting on it. I guess I just used Threadstorm one time there, but ended up just learning the patterns, and that seemed to be enough. There's a lot of things I say that I don't follow through with, so if you'll forgive me, like for example, I say that it's useful to string up your rosaries to keep them on you, but then I never do it, or never do it intentionally anyway, so I'm just kind of taking it one playthrough at a time, or one episode at a time. So far I think it's manageable, but we could encounter a more difficult area that requires us to, you know, and kind of like have a dearth of shopkeepers to spend our rosaries on. But we did just unlock travel, so if we wanted to spend these rosaries, we could always go back and do that, and I just might. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong. Oh, before I go, let's see if there's anything up here. Doesn't look like it. Still a beautiful sound. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.